Hi guys, very welcome back to the channel. And tonight we're going to talk to the Snap toppers. These are like brilliant minds from SCMHRD. Right? इन लोगों ने फोड़ा है genuinely. And आज आपसे बात करेंगे मेरे चैनल पे जहाँ पे हम बात करेंगे कि 99 परसेंटाइल लाने का सीक्रेट सॉस क्या है, क्या सॉर्ट ऑफ आपको मेहनत करनी है, प्रेपरेशन करनी है, कितने मॉक्स लगाने हैं, कौन से सेक्शन पे आपको ध्यान देना है. एंड वी गोना टॉक एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम A to Z as far as Snap is concerned. Guys, welcome to Seduce Mentors. Antrish, he's a pretty close, I would say, buddy of mine now. Then I've got Medhansh and I've got Varushni with me. So, guys, happy to have you. And please help my all followers, my kids, my students, as far as Snap is concerned, because Snap unka last hope hai yaar. So, we begin. My first question to you all is, have you guys done very good in CAT? By any chance?
I would like Medhansh to take that question.
वही है जिसका कैट टूट गया था लाइक बुरी तरीके से.
सर मेरे कैट पे 94 परसेंटाइल आया था. obviously you hope for a bit more कैट में, but it was decently good. So वैसे ठुका नहीं था, but obviously Snap is also an exam जिसमें अच्छे colleges है.
मेरे साथ थोड़ा सा हो गया था कि like my cutoff for DLR couldn't come out, so the overall percentile was good. It was around 94 only, but the cutoff thing happened, so hence my Snap, which fortunately does not have any sectional cutoff. So ये बढ़िया हो गया था.
But I'll tell you, Varushni, please go ahead.
Same goes for me, sir. I also got a pretty decent percentile.
Little bit louder.
Sorry, am I audible?
Yep.
Yeah. I also got a pretty decent percentile, but I couldn't clear the cutoff for a particular section. But thankfully, Snap saved my life, and I'm able to do MBA here with SCMHRD.
Okay. So I hope you could hear Varushni. I think she's a little bit low on her voice, but I think हो जाएगा, audio set हो जाएगा. But you know what? I'll tell you honestly, अगर आपको 95 परसेंटाइल भी आ जाता ना, आपको मैक्सिमम न्यू आइम्स मिल जाते हैं. एंड मुझे लगता है कि SCMHRD any given point in time is doing better than the new IIMs, right? Until unless अगर कोई finance वगैरह का थोड़ा सा favorite है तो. But I think SCMHRD is definitely good. And again, अगर आप HR oriented हो तो फिर भाई बात ही नहीं बनती कि आप new IIMs चले जाओ, because SCMHRD is still one of the best option over and above, काफी above, of new IIMs. तो I think जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है. 94 वहां पे आया. And by the way, all these guys are ये सच है क्या? Isn't he the one who sells Excel course? तुम किसी एडवर्ड में हो क्या अंतरिक्ष भाई? ऐसा कुछ है क्या?
Oh, yes sir, that's true. That was my work ex. I used to so I used to work at a
ये क्वेश्चन मुझे भी आया था कि जब मैंने वो एड 2-3 बार मेरे यहाँ पे भी पॉपअप हुआ था ना, आई वाज लाइक यार ये तो अंतरिक्ष लग रहा है. आई वांटेड टू आस्क यू कि अंतरिक्ष भाई आप यही हो क्या? बट मैंने कहा नहीं यार, दुनिया में एक चेहरे के 7 लोग होते हैं, तो मैं कैसे बोलूं. बट हाँ भाई, उसका वर्क एक्स था, बंदा मेहनती है, तो यार कुडोस फॉर दैट. सो एनीवे, कमिंग बैक टू द पॉइंट कि हाँ मतलब जो हुआ अच्छा हुआ. एंड गाइज लेट मी टेल यू, मैं ऐसा बोल के थोड़ा सा I don't want to say that these are like 99 percentiler. भाई इन लोगों ने 99 के ऊपर फोड़ा है. मतलब 99 लाना which is like okay, but 99 के ऊपर जाना बहुत मेहनत लगती है. तो ये जो आप देख रहे हो तीनों, इनके परसेंटाइल्स बहुत स्ट्रांग है. हाँ, बट इट इज दैट डिस्क्लोज नहीं कर सकते हैं because of some protocols, but these guys have done a fantastic job. Okay, question number 1, right? Straight up to the Snap examination. हमारे पास अभी let's say round about 30 odd days बचे हुए हैं. First Snap attempt is going to be on December 6th. Okay, so पहली चीज ये बता दो कि बच्चों ने 20 तारीख लास्ट है Snap का, तो बच्चों ने कितने अटेम्प्ट्स लगाने चाहिए bare minimum और क्यों?
सर स्टार्टिंग ऑफ विद bare minimum मैंने लगाए थे लास्ट ईयर अराउंड 25 to 30. एंड यूजुअली बच्चे गलती क्या करते हैं ना कि आफ्टर कैट स्टार्ट करते हैं स्नैप की प्रिपरेशन, बट इस बार अगर आप देखो तो कैट एंड स्नैप पे बस 6 दिन है. तो आई वुड सजेस्ट ये नहीं करना, अभी से यू स्टार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग एंड जितने हो सकते हैं उतने करना, बिकॉज मोर और लेस सिलेबस थोड़ी सी ओवरलैपिंग है, बट काफ़ी कुछ नई चीज़ भी है.
Okay.
25 around minimum.
Okay, no, so okay, can you give me a little idea कि आप लोगों ने कितने attempts लगाए थे?
सर पर्सनली स्पीकिंग मैं क्या करता था, मैंने डेज पे डिवाइड कर लिए थे. जैसे एक वीक में मैं 2 दिन करता था स्नैप मॉक्स, तो मैं एक मंडे कर लेता था एंड मैं एक थर्सडे करता था. तो ऐसे मैंने करके 25 मॉक्स दिए थे ओवरऑल, एंड सेक्शनल वगैरह मिला के ऑलमोस्ट 30 वैसे चले गए थे. क्योंकि बात है कि स्नैप थोड़ी सी स्पीड बेस्ड वाली एग्जाम है, तो एंड बाकी एग्जाम्स में ना टाइम लगता है, तो आपको माइंड सेट में आने में, वो फ्लो में आने में टाइम लगता है.
Okay. Okay. Antrish, how many attempts you gave? 1, 2, 3 कितने attempts लगाए थे?
So 3. And 3 is the number that I would recommend to everyone, right? I mean, so sir, I'm from Delhi, right? And all the people from Delhi and, from anywhere part of the world, they go out and they have fun. And, we all are kids and like to have fun. Sir, जो वो extra वो थोड़े से पैसे and थोड़ा सा जो वो रहता है, like we try to get, we sort of try to see the whole sum. I've spent this much money in forms and everything. But that extra 2-3K, right? I mean, the attempt which you can probably get the best score in could be that particular attempt. So like, why gamble? Why gamble? And if someone still had to sort of do it, I'd say two se kam to matlab you're just sort of putting yourself at a risk of someone else giving 3 attempts and obviously even probably scoring higher than you.
Okay, and Varushni, I'm sorry for that. Varushni, how many attempts you took for snap exam?
Sir, even I took all the 3 attempts, and the reason why all the 3, because I was actually working when I was preparing, so I did not want to lose another extra opportunity that I'm getting. And luckily, the 3rd attempt worked out for me. So I'm going to suggest this to everybody out there. 3 attempts is a must.
Okay. And guys, typical question: in which attempt you guys got your dream percentile or the highest percentile?
So for me, it was the second attempt.
It was the second attempt.
Yes.
Okay, Adrish.
So third, तीसरा तक लगा मुझे, and that's when I got the best score. Yes.
Okay, and Varushni.
Same, sir. The 3rd attempt worked out for me. Luckily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, just to add here, so if you talk to a lot of people now, most of the 19 percentile, see, I strongly believe that 50% of SIBM Pune and 50% of SCMHRD, these guys have given 3 attempts, because I've been interacting with students for so many years. So 3 attempt is a new normal, you can say that, because see, दो type के बच्चे होते हैं. So एक मैं देखता हूँ जहाँ पे people or students like Antriksh or let's say Medansh, though they are like pretty good students, right? उनका CAT में भी 94 वगैरह आया था, but they definitely want to get into a tier 1B school or something which is a brand. तो वो चांस नहीं लेना चाहते कि यार चल मैं 2 अटेम्प्ट लगा लूं, ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट हो जाऊं, मे बी तीसरा अटेम्प्ट अगर इजी आ गया, मेरा स्कोर वहां पे अगर पुश हो गया, सो आई वांट टू गेट इनटू एसआईबीएम पुणे एंड एसएमएचआरडी. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द जो टॉपर जनता है जिनको जेन्युइनली एसआईबीएम पुणे या फिर एसएमएचआरडी चाहिए, दे गो फॉर 3 अटेम्प्ट्स. एंड देन थोड़ा सा मैं अगर बॉटम लेवल पे देखता हूं, प्लीज डोंट माइंड, बहुत सारे बच्चे स्नैप फिर एक ही अटेम्प्ट लगाते हैं बिकॉज बस मुझे लगाना है, मुझे रिग्रेट नहीं करना, मुझे गिल्ट नहीं चाहिए, तो फॉर नेम सेक दे फिल द फॉर्म लाइक 1 अटेम्प्ट. बट अगर मैं कहूं जेन्युइनली कि अगर आप एक एवरेज बच्चे भी हो, लेट्स से अगर आपका पहले अटेम्प्ट में 50 आ जाता है, देयर इज अ गुड चांस कि सेकंड या थर्ड में आप 90 तक चले जाओ. और अगर आप एक अच्छे बच्चे हो, अगर आपका कैट में 90 95 आता है, आज ही मैंने एक यूट्यूब शॉर्ट लगाया, एक्चुअली मैंने अपलोड करा है कुछ घंटों पहले, जहां पे मैंने कहा है कि आप अगर आप 90 से लेके 95 परसेंटाइल लेके आते हो कैट एग्जाम में, आपके 99 लाना बहुत पॉसिबल है स्नैप एग्जाम में. एंड हियर आर दी एग्जांपल्स दैट आई हैव, आई एम रियली हैप्पी अबाउट दैट. सो अगर आप 90-95 वाले बच्चे हो, पहले अटेम्प्ट में अगर आपके स्नैप में आ जाते हैं, थर्ड तक आप 99 में जा सकते हो. सो प्लीज मेक श्योर कीजिएगा, इट्स लिटिल बिट इन्वेस्टमेंट जो आपकी निकल जाएगी यार. लाइव प्रोजेक्ट्स, केस कंपटीशन, समर इंटर्नशिप में, यू विल मेक शिट लॉट ऑफ मनी. इफ यू गेट इनटू एसएमएचआरडी, यू विल मेक लॉट ऑफ मनी, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. सो एटलीस्ट अभी थोड़ा सा स्पेंड कीजिएगा अपने एजुकेशन पे. सो 3 अटेम्प्ट्स देने हैं, दैट्स व्हाट द टॉपर्स आर सेइंग. दिस इज नंबर 1. नंबर 2, now if somebody is gunning for 99 percentile अगले 30 दिन में, realistically मान लो वो बच्चा एवरेज है, बिलो एवरेज है, टॉपर है, कैट में कर रहा है, कैट में उसका कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है, क्या वो 99 तक पहुंच पाएगा?
Sir, if I had to sum it up in one word, right? Absolutely. I mean, this is the beauty of this exam, right? And as you've said, right, realistically, once we give a lot of management interest exams, and we prepare thoroughly throughout the year for it, and then we take up snap as well, and then as Medan just said, right? Mocks are very important and we have to look out. So if you're really diligent with your mocks, if you're smart about your preparation, if you choose, right, sir, like if I give my own personal example, right, like during my preparation journey, I used to watch a lot of your videos, right, and how you used to break down, right, that 99 ko 99 ki tarah mat dekho. If you know, if you're at point 0 and then you're trying to reach the target and you're trying to see the target from there, it obviously seems very far. But if you break it down into steps, कि 99 कितने पे आते हैं? Okay, 99 XYZ पे आते हैं या trends wise इतने पे आते हैं. Now how do I get there? Okay, this. And if you feel okay, you're weak in something, उसके कितने question आते हैं? क्या उसका कोई easy question आ सकता है? Is it okay in the last 10-5 days should I at least cover the basics if the easy one comes? That's where the 3 attempts wala thing comes in. So even if you say for example think कि तीनों का level same आएगा मान लो, but someday if your geometry is weak, तो maybe उस paper में geometry easy आ जाए and arithmetic अगर आपका strong arithmetic okay भी आ जाए तो आप फोड़ लोगे. So that's where you have to play all the calculation and you have to play it smart, because see the syllabus is same, everyone's done the same things. It's just that how you play your cards, and that's where pre-preparation. I don't even call it preparation. I call it pre-preparation, which is being smart about your preparation, which is where someone like you, sir, really comes into the picture and really guides us students out.
Thank you so much. That is very thoughtful. I mean, अच्छा लगा सुन के. So I think this is something you guys can also follow. So Antriksh, good value add on that front. Medhansh, can you please give some idea?
Yes, sir. Firstly, मेरे को लगता है apart from that वो peer learning भी बहुत important part करती है, especially जैसे आपकी भी community है जो C2C, वहाँ पे भी लोग से जो बात करता है ना, so obviously वो डर रहती है. एक मॉक में खराब होता है, फिर नेक्स्ट में अच्छा, तो वो कॉन्फिडेंस जाती है. बट व्हेन यू सी वीडियो जैसे आपकी भी, वो जो ब्रेकिंग डाउन, गेटिंग टू नो द कॉन्सेप्ट, जो मोटिवेशन वाली फैक्टर आती है, आई बिलीव दैट इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट अभी अपार्ट फ्रॉम प्रिपरेशन. क्योंकि जैसे अंतरिक्ष ने बोला करते सब लोग ही है, बट ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स ऑन द डे. एंड बस वही ऐसा लगे रहना है, यू जस्ट नीड टू डू योर बेस्ट. मे बी भगवान का कृपा रहा उस दिन आपकी अच्छी चले जाए, एंड इट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर लक एज वेल अ बिट. But more than that, hard work.
Perfect. Next, Varushni.
Yes, sir. I think you'll have to learn how to juggle between things. That's something that I learned because I was preparing as well as when I was preparing. I mean, I was working as well as preparing for Snap at the same time. So I made sure to manage my time better. I took like one mock for every 2 days, and I made sure to analyze it well. So I think just because I was able to attempt a lot of mocks, the day of the exam felt a little peaceful for me. And especially since I took all the 3 attempts, the third attempt was like the most easiest for me. So I think more practice and how calm you are on the day of the exam really matters a lot.
Okay, fair enough. Now let's move to the another stage of Snap examination. Let's understand this in a little bit detailed manner. So now I have CAT exam. CAT exam का पूरा फंडा अलग है. Okay. अब इंडिया में CAT है, ZAT है. ZAT 3 घंटे की है, CAT 2 घंटे की है. CAT से IIMS, ZAT से Excel आ रहा है. And then we have an exam which is very unique, which is Snap exam. 60 मिनट की एग्जाम है, 60 क्वेश्चन है. A lot of people feel and a lot of people say that it's an easy exam and किसी का भी हो सकता है आराम से. I want you guys to be brutally honest about it because you've been there, you've done that. You guys are the top 1% of Snap जनता in the country. Was it really easy for you? या फिर ऐसा mindset होना जरूरी है कि यार ये easy है मैं कर लूंगा? So can you throw some light on that?
So sir, if I talk about it, right, the second part of your statement, right, मैं कर लूंगा. Obviously that has to be there, right? If that isn't there, and you're willing to go ahead and give the 3 attempts. So first of all, if you're registering and willing to give 3 attempts, I think your intent is clear, right? Then comes the second part, how you're preparing. We discussed on that, and then is the third part. So the thing with examinations, it's a pretty basic thing. We don't actually calculate marks. We calculate percentile. So whatever paper it is, you have to be in the top 1%, right? So it's the same for everyone, and you have to prepare the same. Now, when we compare it with other management exams, it's not about whether it's easy or it's difficult. It's about what qualities it tests, right? And that's the beauty of this exam, right? It tests you when your mind is still fresh, right? It tests you in an hour. It tests you on your strengths, and then it tests you on something we call as time, which is very effective, right? How you manage your time. I openly say this, that there will be some questions that will purely act as a roadblock for you. It may be one question for me, it may be another one for you, They're just purely roadblocks, and you just need to know how to navigate them. As Medan said, if it's your day, Bhagwan ki kripa hai, you might be able to navigate it through by getting it correctly. But even if you can't, what's the best way? To duck the question. Because it's not just that you lose that 1 mark, you probably lose 0.25 if you answer it negatively, or you lose, which is more importantly, time on it. So, and which you could have given to other questions that you might do well. So this is somewhere I stand in between how the level is judged for Snap.
Yes sir, so to add on, मेरे को लगता है I would like to take on the aspect आपने जो बोला easy वाली part. मेरे को लगता है thing to keep in mind is if it's easy for you, it is easy for everyone, right? तो mindset से जाना सही नहीं है, but apart from that, Snap rewards quick decision making. So it is easy for you if you know your strengths and weaknesses. तब आपके लिए easy.
Yes, so like Medansh and Antrik said, I think it comes down to speed and accuracy because it's a 60-minute exam, and you have to score as many marks as you can, and you'll get +1 for every correct answer and -2.5 for every incorrect answer. So you'll have to strategically plan the number of questions that you have to attempt, and again, accuracy really plays an important role because that will sum up to your total score at the end.
So you on me.
Yeah, got it. My next question: how you guys managed your 60 minutes? Like, what was your section strategy? पहले verbal करना है या फिर पहले LR फोड़ना है, पहले QA फोड़ना है, and how did you approach your paper, in the real time?
So for me, English always used to be, so for me, as I said, right, even in CAT, DILR was a bit difficult for me. So the same section used to carry over here as the difficulty. Right, in Quants, it used to be nice, and with English, it used to be something that used to save me time. Right, so jo English ke questions hote, I did not have a specific mark, but I used to usually get it done in 6-7 minutes. Right, and that used to give me a lot. So 60 minutes, 60 questions used to give us an average of a minute per question. तो उससे काफी वो एवरेज बहुत अच्छी हो जाती थी, एंड आई यूज्ड टू कीप एज मच टाइम एज पॉसिबल फॉर द रीजनिंग सेक्शन. दैट यूज्ड टू बी माय स्ट्रेटजी, एंड आई यूज्ड टू एम एट डूइंग क्वेश्चंस इन राउंड्स. सो जो फर्स्ट ग्लांस वाले आई डू इट, जिसमें प्रॉब्ली मुझे प्रेफरेबली अगर पेन पेपर ज्यादा ना उठाना पड़े तो वो बेहतर, राइट, स्पेशली अरिथमेटिक, बेसिक अरिथमेटिक क्वेश्चंस और लॉजिकल क्वेश्चंस जिसमें मुझे पेन पेपर ना उठाना पड़े, एंड देन द सेकंड राउंड गेटिंग इट डन जो थोड़े से डीप है, एंड देन yes, basically navigating it through. So yeah, that was my strategy.
Okay.
Sir, I also used to start with VA. So VA को I used to try, मेरे को थोड़ा time लगता था, around 7 minutes, but it's easy. उसके बाद, so just to give a brief for everyone, VA में 15 questions रहते हैं, LR में there is 25, and then Quants में there is 20. And उसके बाद I used to go to Quants. Quants में भी like Antriksh mentioned, it is very important to do the round wise. like पहली easy वाली glance, arithmetic मेरी favorite थी तो arithmetic उठाता था, and last में LR जाता था मैं. LR में used to give good time. उसके बाद अगर मैं सिर्फ LR नहीं होता था, I did not used to take a lot of risk. मैं वापस Quants में आके I tried to take more riskier bets on Quants than LR.
Okay.
Yeah, so for me, I attempted VA first, verbal ability, because I was pretty good in English and LR was my favorite. It was very fun to solve. So I made sure I attempted all those questions first and then I moved on to Quants. And then I did 2 revisions. Like first I attempted the questions that I was very confident in. And then I went to another round where I selected questions that I know that I can solve if I give it another try. And that strategic attempting with respect to time really worked out for me.
Okay, so here is a question that I want to ask you for my students and my audience. So we know the syllabus, we know the sections, we know the blah, 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 blah stuff. Give us something, which is the crux of Snap exam. That certain things that one should not do at all if you want to crack 99 percentile. So you can be somebody with 50 percentile as of now. You can be somebody sitting at 25 now or 30 marks in C2C mocks. I believe we have the best mocks in the industry for Snap examination. तो अगर अभी कोई बच्चा किसी भी कोचिंग की मॉक लगा 25-30 पे बैठा है, तुम्हें जंप करना है 45, 47, 48 तक. Certain things that are non-negotiable when it comes to Snap. You are a topper. You're like 1% in the country. I want you to tell us that thing because the rest of the things people are aware because now we are 30 days away. So guys, please give me that crux कि सर ये तो non-negotiable है, बच्चों ने तो करना नहीं चाहिए, ये मत करो और इसके साथ ये करो तुम 30 से 45 पे जंप करोगे. Over to you, Antrish.
Absolutely, sir. So, जैसा आपने mocks के बारे में बात किया, so just hint on that, right? Mocks. So talked about C2C mocks. We have something for all of you, right? For all of you present here, and which is in relation to mocks and something that you'd have to do to probably get those for absolutely free. And sir has been kind enough, to help us out with that. But that being on a side note, so sir, see, I believe, as you've said, right, the age of information, everyone has everything that they need, but it's about implementation, sir. I wish I would have a secret mantra for it. I wish I could tell you something कि 99% लोगों के 99 percentile आ जाएंगे, but ऐसा नहीं है. There's a reason that they'd be, in the top 1%. But if I had to still sort of give away something, I'd just say that, I talked about that curve wall questions. That just doesn't happen on the exam day. That happens when you have done it 30, 40, 50 times at your own home. And sometimes even in uncomfortable spaces, right? Sometimes not giving it in the most air conditioned, sometimes in some sort of थोड़े शोर शराबे में, थोड़ा पंखा बंद करे. I used to do these weird sort of things, right? So you just get accustomed. Unfortunately, we don't have the best conditions when it comes to, centers where we give examinations. So just get accustomed to that. And you don't get accustomed to these things in 5 mocks, in 7 mocks. You first of all give these mocks properly, and then you sort of do and play along these things. That is where you can then challenge yourself. And again, one more thing that I'd say is there has to be a ratio. So if you consider something as your weakness, you have to see the ratio in which it comes in the exam. You cannot say just because it's a weakness, I'll probably leave it. To nahi hoga. If it comes in for a healthy chunk, you have to do it. Because you're not aiming 80, 90, 95. You're aiming 99 plus. So you've got to do it. At least you've got to do the level where you can fortunately attempt more than, suppose 4 questions are. ठीक है, 1 नहीं आता if it's at a higher level. You got to attempt 3. And then be very smart with your LR choices. There are some questions I've seen some of my friends do. They just leave out concepts, right? For example, calendars and clocks. So they might be able to do those questions on the day of the paper, but they've not solved them enough previously, and then they end up taking 2-3 minutes for it. Sir, as you would know, right, वो question 30 seconds से ज़्यादा नहीं लगने चाहिए, right? And if you can do it in 30-40 seconds, you end up saving those extra crucial 30-40 seconds, which can then be utilized in QA or stuff like that. So yes, it's a mix and match of small things.
Fantastic. Anything, Varushni, you want to add in with, Antrish, whatever he said?
Yes, sir. I mean, apart from your preparation, I think your mental stability on the day of the exam also plays a very important role. Like, no matter how much ever you're prepared, no matter how comfortable you are with the concepts and the number of questions that you're attempting, I think you need to learn how to be calm and composed, because that really helped me. That's something that I learned throughout the course of my preparation, to be calm and composed as much as I can. And that really, I could literally see like a growth in my marks with respect to my mocks and the attempts that I took in Snap as well. So apart from the preparation aspect, I think you also have to have that mental resilience throughout your preparation and while attempting the questions.
I think that's where these 3 attempts can work really well for you.
Yeah.
Because you might have you can have 1 day as a bad day, 2nd day as a bad day, but you can't have 3 days in a row bad, yaar.
Yeah, exactly.
If you ask something is wrong with you, तो तीनों attempt खराब नहीं जा सकते मेरी जान. So guys, that's the reason, go for 3 attempts, so that, and I strongly believe, you guys are all toppers, you are like all smart, intelligent. But when I see that, somebody with the 90, 80 percentile are juggling and, working really hard towards 99, the 3 attempts actually help. Because first attempt, when you are done with it, you understand the paper pattern, you get more comfortable with it. Second attempt, you do much better. And third attempt, jate, you like, yeah, it's a daily task for me now. I can aram se do it. So I think that's where, guys, Snap exam gets interesting. It's the only exam in the country which is giving you on a platter कि भाई चल 3 बार exam दे दे और तेरा अच्छा खासा कुछ निकल जाएगा, तेरा भला हो जाएगा. So take that a little bit seriously. And I think just to add, what these guys have said, I think Snap exam will not give you recovery time. You were stuck with the question for like 3-4 minutes, then that's a time बर्बाद for you. So I would say आप इतने ज़्यादा questions practice कीजिएगा. अब जो भी आपका 40 है, अगर LR और verbal है 40 मार्क आपको वहां से मिल जाएंगे. Quants में 10 question always doable आते हैं. तो इतनी प्रैक्टिस कीजिएगा, इतने मॉक्स लगाइएगा, so that you get to, your familiarity of question is really strong. So you see that question on the screen and you take a call that I'm going to go for it, I'm going to leave it. Because Snap जो है 10-12 question Google डालेगा over a paper, over the entire paper, and I think it's just a game of 40-45 questions getting correct. तो 10-12 question अगर आपने छोड़े या फिर अगर वहां पे टाइम बर्बाद नहीं किया, I think you're sorted. And as Antrix rightly said, there are certain questions that you can do less than 30 seconds. So if you look at verbal, I am very sure these guys must have not spent more than 5 to 8 minutes on verbal. But there are 15 question. I interviewed one of the topper from C2C. He's like, मैंने 4.5 minute में verbal फोड़ दिया. I got 15 on 15 correct. So the rest of the 55 minutes, I was actually doing those, remaining 45 questions. So I could get more than 1 minute for per question. And I was like, that was really smart. तो ये चीजें आप कर सकते हो. Now, Medansh, anything you want to add in यहाँ पे?
सर वही जैसा ऑन सिमिलर लाइंस आपने बोला प्रैक्टिस की बात है एंड जो कि प्रैक्टिस की आती है आई गेस वी कैन टेल एवरीवन अबाउट रूकी तो प्रैक्टिस ऑब्वियसली प्लेज इन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल एंड जैसा आपने बोला सो वी हैव कम अप विद डेली क्वेश्चंस विद कैट किंग ऑब्वियसली so what will we do we in SCMHRD APR the admissions and PR team of SCMHRD we have brought to you Rookie. So Rookie is for all of you aspirants जिसमें will help you with preparation, right? तो हम daily quiz कराते हैं on our Instagram, आप जा सकते हो. And after that, we'll have 3 sectionals and 3 mocks for all of you, completely free. Thank you to Ketan sir and C2C. तो उसके लिए please do register. Obviously, answer keys, everything रहती है. And Ketan sir has a lot of exciting gifts and surprises.
So I think Antriksh and I, we spoke about this and, we really wanted to do this. So there are a couple of mocks that we going to give it to you guys, free mein. These are from the C2C mentors. And, these guys are taking those efforts because I think daily basis pe kuch questions dalne wale hain. These are all snap-oriented questions. And for the fact you guys will be, working hard on this, we also thought of, giving you some, sort of a benefit bolo ya fir sort of a prizes bolo towards the end. So guys, I leave it up to you. I want you to kind of, explain them this in a detailed manner and walk them through कि इसको कैसे करना है.
Absolutely. I think Medansh is the perfect person to do that. But I think just before we start, sir, I would like to thank you again. Right. I can't thank you enough for doing this. Right. We have been to and fro back and making how we can make this happen for students, and not just, and guys, by the way, not just for C2C students. Right. This is a big thing, right? Because you guys are already there and you would get the mocks and you would get the test series and everything. This is for all the subscribers, all for viewers, and all for people who are just watching this and probably giving our, the mocks that we're conducting and the quizzes that we're doing on. And sir has done this all for us. So a big thank you and a big shout out to C2C mentors and Ketan sir. Thank you so much. This really means a lot. And as far as how the format goes, Medansh, if you'd like to take over.
Perfect. Yeah. So again, thank you, sir. So what we do is we have quiz questions. We have 6 questions on our Instagram page, Admissions and PR SCMHRD. From Monday to Saturday, हमारी quiz रहती है, and on Sunday we have a leaderboard, जहाँ पे we reward the top 3 winners, also fueled by C2C. तो ये 4 weeks तक चलेगी till 30th of November तक, right? उसके बाद we'll have sectional mocks on Unstock Day. VA की रहेगी, Quants की रहेगी, LR की रहेगी, 1 दिसंबर को रहती है, एंड फुल लेंथ मॉक्स आएंगी 2nd, 3rd एंड 4th दिसंबर को. हमारी अनस्टॉप लाइव होगी एट अराउंड 15th नवंबर से 15th दिसंबर तक. यू कैन गो एंड रजिस्टर देयर. यू कैन फॉलो आवर सोशल्स या ऑब्वियसली केतन सर को भी विल कीप यू अपडेटेड देयर वाइज. एंड ऑन 5th December we'll have the leaderboard announcement. So C2C has certain prizes for the winners, and also in addition to the fact to the subscribers and C2C test takers as well, ये जो mocks है it is exclusive for SCMHRD by Ketan sir. तो ऐसी नहीं है, so आप लोग भी दीजिएगा, everyone दीजिएगा. And obviously prizes are worth 30,000 cash vouchers रहती है. Apart from that, जो भी top 10 winners होंगे, top 10 performers होंगे of the rookie, they'll get C2C mock tests and GPI booster courses as well.
So by the way, the cash prizes which we're mentioning is 30,000. Just a correction here. So this is just cash prizes, cash vouchers and everything else that you get, right? So from the GPI booster and all the mock series and test series is exclusively provided by Ketan sir. So, you don't have to be a C2C student. You're just coming here, you're giving this, and sir is giving all of this absolutely for free. So yes sir, again a big thanks sir, big thanks.
नहीं यार, बच्चों को लिए बनता है. Those who deserve it will get the GEP and the booster program free for sure. Cool है. Anything else you guys want to add in?
just to sum it up, sir. Again,
Sure.
we're just here, and we have these events, right, where we go a lot of places and we talk to a lot of students, right. And there's this one thing, right? It's not even been a year. So just to everyone, we're first year students, right? So it's not even been a year that we were in your positions. We were in that similar position. We feel that pit in your stomach, right? How you feel that it's gonna come, and exams are gonna come thick and fast now, and it's probably gonna decide your future, and it might as well. But by thinking all of this and by putting extra pressure, you're doing no one any favors. So if you just be calm and composed, right? Keep your expectations as per your preparation. That is the best way you can avoid mental disasters, right? By your heart, not to sir, not to your friends, in your heart how much you've prepared. Probably double that in the next 30 days. And if you do that, then I don't think anything can probably stop you from landing here and probably talking to sir next year in our place. Hamari jagah aap log baat karo next year. So that'll be my word to all of you.
I want you guys to take next 2 minutes and give these guys a little idea about SCMHRD. How big is the brand? What sort of courses you have, and how fantastic you guys have been doing from last couple of years. Would love to hear it from you guys that how is SCMHRD doing this year. Please go ahead.
Right. So I would guess Varush can take this up.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
sure.
ahead.
So I'm basically pursuing MBA in business analytics. So I think SCMHRD has this very niche MBA program, which is exactly the reason why I joined SCMHRD. I'm coming from a technical background, and I really wanted to have like a really amazing mix of both business knowledge as well as technical knowledge combined together. And the business analytics program in SCMHRD is by far the best that I've seen. And I like our semester one is almost over, and I'm learning a lot about not just technical subjects but also finance, marketing, sales. So we learn a lot here, and I personally am loving it here. And also, sir, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, because last year you actually interviewed one of our seniors who is pursuing MBA in business analytics, and he really gave a lot of insights about this program, which is one of the major reasons why I joined this program. So I wanted to really thank you, sir, for this.
You're welcome, man. Thank you so much for mentioning that. It means a lot. Thank you. So SIT कोर का फॉर्म नहीं भरना है, BA का फॉर्म भरना है सिर्फ.
नहीं सर, सबका भरना. Core behind also IDM. We have infrastructure development and management program. Very upcoming field. बहुत cool है. With respect to the eligibility, if you are from the BTech, BARC, B-Plan, वो ways, or else you need to have a 1-year work ex in any relevant fields. So just to give a brief, we have 3 courses: MBA Core, MBA BA, and MBA IDM. Core के अंदर we have sales and marketing. Me and Antriksha from sales and marketing, finance, HR, and operations as well. Just to add on, इसके अलावा ना with respect to the life at SCMHRD, की committees जैसे life is obviously great here, as Varush mentioned, first year is going to an end, and बहुत exposure रहती है. जैसे all of us are first year students, and getting the opportunity to sit here and talk to all of you, right? It's a big development journey in itself as well. Lot to learn from the seniors, for the faculty, everything from the peers as well.
Okay. Antrish, closing note from you, buddy.
Yes, sir. I mean, see, I just like to close on the fact that MBA is this one-time thing, right? You do, and it's a very important decision, and I get all the anxiety behind it. But trust me, when it comes from you, when it comes from all of us, that this will be the best decision that you'll make. And I just say that purely on the basis of the 4 or 5 month experience that I have, right? And I say this because. I say this because with such conviction, because the kind of exposure this place has given me. Again, names and all I might not be able to get into, but the level of people that I've met and personally have had the opportunity to have a conversation over, right? Like just 5 months prior, I was this person, I was this kid sitting in Delhi, probably imagining where I'd be 5 months or 2 months later down the line. But here I was probably talking to CHROs and CEOs and chief marketing officers, and then getting the chance to talk one-on-one, right? Having the opportunity to first ask them questions, probably them giving me the chance to speak to them, LinkedIn connections, everything. So your life just changes in a whiff. Now, it's not about where you are in terms of position and stature and everything. It's like what your network becomes, what your day-to-day talks become, what your goals and ideas become suddenly, right? Once you step into this world. So that is something I really want each and every one of you guys listening. And it's a good dream that you're dreaming, guys. Keep on it, and you'll probably thank yourself for the rest of your lives.
Perfect. Cool. Thank you so very much, Antrish, Medansh, and Varushni for giving some time. I wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. I'm very sure you guys are hustler. यार तुम फोड़ोगे अच्छा खासा करोगे ऐसे बिचारी में, no doubt about that. And guys, if you have any questions, you can hit them up on Instagram, maybe LinkedIn, or wherever they are available on social. They're really helpful, by the way. Okay? And we'll come up with such kind of sessions even in future. I'm going to call Antrish again to help you guys for GEPI and towards the end of probably start of the December to share some strategies with you guys. Once again, thank you so very much, Medansh, Antrish, and Varushni. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a good
Thank you
night.
so much for having us.
Thank you so
Bye.
much, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.